on, baby? How we doing? This is the honest, raw truth video. Important to be authentic and just talking about where I am in my life and my business and what happened essentially, like where I am currently at this stage in my life. And me explaining these things, I hope it helps at least one person watching this, that we all struggle with different things, and it's important that, we remain authentic, right? Because there's so many people like getting the hooks, right? Like getting people's attention, and it's just inauthentic stuff, and it's like, I just want to be authentic, man. And I hope this at least helps one person. So I currently rented an Airbnb here in Bradenton, Florida, for a weekend, because I really needed a reset, man. Mainly business. So last year, I did $270,000 in revenue. The year before, we did $60,000. Crazy jump, right? More than quadrupled, and I thought I was the king of the world, bro. King of the world, Titanic shit, right? Leonardo DiCaprio shit. Flaunting my money. I remember I was living in Tampa at the time, but I and with a roommate, but I was just like, yo, I'm just gonna go to Miami, lived in Brickell, spent so much fucking money, was hanging out with all these girls, was doing all these different things. I was living in the high rise Icon in Brickell, which is like the nicest place, completely marble. And I'll be honest with you, bro, I was miserable. Like deep down, there was a disconnection with myself. Although you would never know that if you saw me there. Because on the outside, I was just vibrating, bro. Like I was flaunting. And to my own credit, I didn't know. I didn't know that that wasn't me. I was on the journey, bro, right? That was my first year of success where I earned my own money with that. But I spent it because I felt so insecure. And I bought this. Honestly, this is a good investment. One of my French clients, he's like, yo, you should get this. But just spent it on dumb stuff. Spent it on things I shouldn't have. Doing things I shouldn't have. Living in places that was way out of my budget. And I lost it all. And I know I'm going to earn it back. I know I'm going to earn it back. Why? Because literally I have a mission from God to build this business and to get back to where it was. And it's really to raise an army called Paladin. I'm not here to sell you anything. It's just what I've been focused on for the past 2 years. And before that, I was online training. But this is like combining God and fitness together as one unit, and meditation. I used to suffer immensely, guys, from severe OCD, severe mental health issues. And I don't know how long this video is going to be. I don't know how much you guys want to know in the first one. But severe mental health issues, bro. Like to a point where I was going to cancel myself. And that was like 19, 18, not 19, 18 a year, but I was like 19 or 18 years old. Oh my God. Just thinking back on it, man. Because the biggest thing was obsessive compulsive disorder. And if any of you have ever suffered from obsessive compulsive disorder, you know how traumatizing that can be. Where you feel like you have to do certain things externally to be okay. And that happened when I was a kid, like 8 years old. Flipping a light switch for like 3 hours. I didn't know what was going on. Imagine being 8 and then being like, I don't know what's going on. I don't want my mom to die or whatever, right? Like that's what came in my head. And then fast forward to 25, I still had OCD, but it was all in my head. It's called pure OCD. And that's even worse because you can't really see the compulsions. And I overcame it through meditation, through self-inquiry meditation. Highly encourage you guys to check that out if you haven't looked into it and you're suffering from your mind. you essentially just ask yourself, who are you? I'm happy to make a video. I've already made a lot of videos on it, but in this channel, just being raw and authentic for you guys. But that's really helpful, really, really helpful, and it's liberating. And so anything that you guys are going through right now, like any of the suffering, just know that that's your calling. If you feel called by God in that way, that's your calling, bro, to help more people. That's your calling, bro, because you have the authority, because you already overcame it. You can help people. You know, if somebody comes to me and is like, Spencer, I have OCD. I'm like, bro, I got you. How do I know that? I'm not certified in meditation, but because I'm certified in my experience. But coming back to really the topic of today's video and why I'm here is to get clear on the vision and the purpose and the mission for the business. And why I've been spending all this money thinking that it's going to make me happy or filling some sort of insecurity hole. And I don't know if you guys relate. If you relate, comment below. But at the end of that Miami trip, when I was just quote unquote crushing it, all this attention, all this love, all this validation, man, felt like the man, bro. Like I would walk around, talk to girls. I was single. I was going out, I was smoking cigars. I was making a ton of money, man. Like 30, 40K months at that point. Charging very high ticket and fulfilling those promises, but just crazy, crazy stuff. And it went away. And there's two ways to go about this. One could be, oh, woe is me, it went away, which isn't the case. Although I'll be honest, my thought process sometimes goes there. But I have to remind myself, this is the test of all the guys in faith, all the guys who are connected to God. And that is that this is all happening for you, bro. God completely, and this is truly not what I believe, what I know. God completely removed those things from my life because it was dust. Ecclesiastes, right? At the end of that was complete dust. There was no salvation at the end of making a lot more money. There's no salvation at the end of casual S3X. There's no salvation at the end of all that validation. You're always wanting more. I'm always wanting more, bro. Throughout my entire life, I've always wanted more. More, more, more. If I get dopamine, more. If I get sex, more. If I get any drug, more. Whether it's caffeine, Adderall, nicotine, more, more. Why? Because